Hey everybody, welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide, New Zealand's largest travel guide. If you are coming to New Zealand on a holiday, you need to get yourself an NZ ETA or a visitor visa, and today we are talking about the NZ ETA to clear everything out. Alright guys, so before we begin, I would like to start with a bit of a word of warning. We do receive a lot of inquiries, a lot of email from people asking us about their work visa, their work prospects in New Zealand, and telling us that they have an NZ ETA visa. Now it is illegal for us to give you personal immigration advice. For that reason, we usually don't reply to those emails because we don't want to put ourselves in legal trouble for this kind of purposes. However, one thing that I would like to point out is that the NZ ETA is not a visa. The NZ ETA does not allow you to come to New Zealand and look for a job. The NZ ETA does not allow you to come to work in New Zealand. If you have been given a dodgy looking NZ ETA visa and you are asking other people to check if those visas are valid, it probably is because those visas are not valid to come to New Zealand. If you have any doubt, please contact Immigration New Zealand at immigration.govt.nz. And again, remember that the NZ ETA is not a visa and does not allow you to come and visit New Zealand. Alright, I apologize for that if you are coming here in New Zealand for a holiday and you just want to figure all of that out, but we do receive hundreds of emails and inquiries about this every single month, and it's just heartbreaking the fact that we cannot reply to those people and help them out because it simply is illegal for us. Alright, so what is the NZ ETA and who needs an NZ ETA? So, if you are coming to New Zealand for a holiday, you either need to get yourself a visitor visa for New Zealand or you are from a visa waiver country. That means that you are from a country that doesn't require a visa to come and visit New Zealand for a holiday. Usually, this lasts for 3 months, so you have the right to come to holiday in New Zealand for a whole 3 months without getting a visa. If you're from the UK, it's 6 months, but that's okay. Alright, so if you're visiting New Zealand on a visa waiver country, you get an NZ ETA. If you are going to transit through New Zealand and you're from a transit visa waiver country, you need to get yourself an NZ ETA. And if you are a permanent resident of New Zealand, you do need to, of Australia, sorry, you do need to get an NZ ETA. If you're an Australian citizen, you don't. Alright, so what is a visa waiver country? So there is a long list on the Immigration New Zealand website which display the list of countries that can come to New Zealand to holiday without having to apply, to go through the whole process of applying for a visitor visa. Now I'm going to display this list on screen, of course, but also I will also read the list for you guys right now by continent because that's going to make it easier. The list right here is going to be alphabetical, but the list I'm going to read out loud is going to be by continent. Alright, in Europe we have Andorra, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Iceland, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Monaco, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, San Marino, Slovak Republic, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, and Vatican City. In North America, we have our good friends in Canada, and we also have USA. In South America, we have Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, and Uruguay. In the Middle East, we have Bahrain, Israel, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. And in Asia, we have Brunei, South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, Macau, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan. And finally, in Africa, we have South Africa, the Seychelles, and Mauritius. There is a list of the visa waiver country on the Immigration New Zealand website, and I'm going to put that link in the description of this video. Now, how to get an NZ ETA visa and pay for your IVL. I'll cover the IVL very shortly. So you need to get yourself an NZ ETA and an IVL before you travel to New Zealand. So you need to request that as soon as possible. It can take up to 72 hours to process, but sometimes it is much shorter. On the Immigration New Zealand website, it states that it can take only 10 minutes in some cases, but it can take up to 72 hours, so don't leave it last minute. You can get the NZ ETA through the Immigration New Zealand app on Android or on the Apple App Store, or you can get it through the Immigration New Zealand website. However, if you get it through the app, it only costs you $9. If you get it through the website, it will cost you $12. Sorry, so that's a $3 extra. For the IVL, it is charged at the same time as the NZ ETA, and it's another fee that basically goes toward funding a project in order to basically strengthen New Zealand's capability to welcome tourists. You know, in many places that you're going to go to New Zealand, such as beautiful Milford Sound, for example, those places have very, very small community with very, very small revenues from their taxes. Therefore, they need an extra bit of a boost in order to be able to have public facilities that can welcome hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people every single year. So that's what the IVL is for, and it's usually, I mean, it is at this stage $35 per person. All that will be charged all together, and you will need a credit card in order to pay for this. The NZDT and the IVL are valid for 2 years, so you can order them as early as you basically want. Then it will be valid for a whole 2 years. If you don't have an NZDTA, simply put, you won't be allowed in your plane or in your cruise to New Zealand. So make sure that you sort that out. Now, when applying for your NZ ETA, you will need to have a valid passport, obviously, because you're going to need to put all this information in there. You will need to have your credit card, you need to have an email address, and you need to have a photo of your face. Now, talking about the photo that you will need to take for your NZ ETA, if you do it through the app, you basically get to take the photo yourself. And, well, it has to be semi like a photo that is passport worthy. So there is a few rules, and I'm going to display, obviously, all the rules on the side. They probably are displaying already as I'm speaking, but let's go over some of them. First up, it needs to be in portrait mode, not in landscape mode. Keep that in mind when making your list of your list of things to do when you do the NZ ETA application. You also need to be on the photo. A lot of people take photo of a photo. That doesn't work. You have to take a photo of actually yourself. You need to have an even lighting, and the lighting needs to not change the color too much of your skin. You need to be in focus, not blurry, and not having red eyes. It needs to be an unedited photo, so you won't have a choice to Photoshop or add a filter to your photo. You can't do that. It can be a selfie of you in a mirror, and it needs to be taken to a reasonable distance. Anything fish eye lens won't really work. It needs to be taken against a plain background, so you can have objects or a funny background funny pattern in the background. Speaking of funny pattern, you need to wear the most boring clothing available, and you need to make sure that there is only one person on the screen when taking that photo. We need to clearly see your face. You need to be facing the camera. Your eyes need to be open and your mouth needs to be closed, and you cannot smile. You need to show your face clearly, and if you have long hair, they need to be brushed behind. You cannot cover part of your face with your long hair. You need to position yourself in the middle of the photo, and you need to remove all sunglasses and hats. However, if you do wear glasses like I am, you need to keep your glasses on. If you do wear any religious head covering or head covering for medical reason, we need to be able to see your entire shape of the face as well as your hairline. So do make sure that you you do that. Alright, so that's basically everything you need to know about getting the NZ ETA for yourself. Obviously, it's much easier to go through the app to do that. And yeah, make sure that you do it, and like that you don't get confused. Anyway, that was Robin from NZ Pocket Guide, New Zealand's largest travel guide. Make sure to check it out at nzpocketguide.com. And if you feel like supporting all our hard work, make sure to hit the like button. It's a free way for you to support all the work that we do. All those videos take a lot of time to do, and they did, so you may want to say thank you. And if you want to go one step further, you can join us on Patreon and score yourself some awesome perk, like having Laura and I helping you with your itinerary, getting your hand on some exclusive PDF guides, getting access to us basically 7 days a week through our secret Facebook group, and even getting an extra 1 hour live session every single week when we can answer all your questions about traveling in New Zealand. If you want to consider that, there's a link in the description below. In the meantime, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.